think the most greatest soundtrack I've had personally heard from the games is Sun and Moon in terms of memorable stuff. That's just me personally.
Oh yeah, I agree with you with that.
For a while, I was obsessed with the Island Kahuna battle theme.
Oh yeah, I love the Trader battle. That song is good, especially when they remixed it in Smash Ultimate.
The champion theme, though. The champion. Oh my goodness.
Or Gladion's theme.
Yes, Gladion's theme. That's a good one. Honestly, Gladion was a pretty cool character. Honestly, the way he was built.
He was a great brother to Lily.
Lily wasn't a bad character either. Actually, she was pretty cool. Honestly, really nicely written along with Gladion
and they say Sun and Moon had bland characters. No.
Well, maybe in the anime when she was afraid of Pokemon, but in the game she was a completely different character.
Remember Lusamine? However you say her name.
Oh, Lusamine.
That's what it was. Lusamine or whatever. Yeah, she was a villain. But
she then turned into a good mom though.
Yeah, exactly. Like she had a good redemption part, in my opinion, the writing. And another interesting one, in my opinion, the Team Skull characters.
Guzma is honestly one of my favorite characters.
The reason I like Team Skull and like Guzma especially is because he's not really exactly like, in comparison to other organizations, I guess, in terms of like team ones like Team Rocket and Team Plasma and Team Galactic, all that stuff. Unlike them, he actually felt natural. I think that was the point, though, because he wasn't like a big like the fact that he's not like a big like actual like organization like kind of team where it's like, he has like this like executive kind of like rolling away. He's more casual, and that's the beauty of it. It's unique, He's not really meant to be like just like a business head or something. But I guess they kind of gave that to like Lusamine or whatever in the end, in a way. I don't know. People really, disrespect Sun and Moon in ways because it's not exactly the regular formula. But I felt like it was pretty unique in how they handled some stuff. And at the end, it was an anniversary game, so I mean, it didn't have to be like specifically like what do you call it, the typical form?
Yeah, I think Sun and Moon did a great job, especially Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because of how low that was.
Still need to get into that one, actually. I have a copy of, I think, Ultra Sun from like years ago, but I didn't get that one too far in that one. I did complete Pokemon Moon, though, like a while back, around the time it came out. That was still fun. I'd probably, if possible, I'd probably try and give like another try, but with Ultra Sun, maybe.
I wanna probably. Yeah, I'm probably going to emulate Ultra Sun because that's another one of the games that are really good on Citra. And since you can do the lineless thing as well on here for Ultra Sun, I'm going to do that.
My computer might be able to handle that. I don't know. I know that it could kind of bear, like at points it could like not handle certain games, but like it was mainly like WarioWare Gold, I think, was the one that had like certain points where like it got a little glitchy, but like otherwise it was pretty stable. I know Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix stable, but that's a simpler game anyway.
Let me see the specs for WarioWare Gold on Citra, so I can.
Well, it's a good game, but I warn you if you're emulating it. Like the main problem I personally had was trying to get like the motion control part down. Like where you like turn the 3DS in the original like version. Like in emulation, that's hard because you have to like do like the gyro controls thing, like set it up in some way.
Yeah, for me it's like you hold down the right click and then you turn your mouse.
That's what I did, and it's surprisingly really tricky depending on who's playing that. Cause
so I was playing Triple Deluxe yesterday, as you know, and that one section where you have to like turn the bowl to like feed the plants water, that got a little tricky.
Well, because it's like on a 3DS, it's easy because it's like built into the system, and you're like able to like hold it and just do that easily. But with like a mouse, no. It's like a really tricky. I know, like it's especially bad at WarioWare Gold because you have like you're kind of timed on that, so you have to do that for every like mini game or I guess micro game that comes up, and it's like focused on that, so it's like oof.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd imagine Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is probably gonna be like hell for a lot of people to emulate on average because that's like one of the most like I think like biggest games in terms of Pokemon in terms of graphics.
So actually, technically because I'm running Pokemon X with no problem at max graphics, technically I should have no problem running Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon because on Citra it says it takes the same.
Oh, I see. I mean, I haven't even tried a Pokemon game on my Citra emulator yet. So I'll probably have to like.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon games are the easiest to run on Citra apparently.
It seems that way. I think it also depends on your specs, though. I don't know much about my specs are good or not. I know that like I do have a gaming computer, like obviously, but it's like I don't know if it's like super strong like that. I don't know. I'd have to test it out and see, I guess. Because again, like WarioWare Gold ran like for like that was the one that like the only problematic one, and I had, and that wasn't like super problematic. It would just have a little bit of like FPS slowdown at points, mainly when stuff was going on like in the like actual like levels. I guess like when I'd be like playing certain like sets of micro games. I guess like parts of the game it would kind of have like slow down on the like really animated looking parts mainly.
Yeah.
Like in between the micro games, like it's hard to explain, but you know. I mean, the cutscenes and stuff ran good though. I'd expect cutscenes to run because those are like pre-rendered, but you know. Guess I shouldn't be surprised on that part, but you know.
Planet Robobot sadly still doesn't run that well on here. You'd have to find some workarounds.
I figured it wouldn't work that well because Planet Robobot's a really powerful, like graphics wise, like really powerful in terms of the 3DS.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the games that were meant exclusively to run on the new Nintendo 3DS model stuff, like Xenoblade Chronicles and all that. I can only imagine the problems with that.
Yeah.
Because that game is like that was meant to be. Well, I don't know if it's like too powerful for Citra, but I know it was like a game you could only play on the new Nintendo 3DS model stuff because it was like I guess like kind of like powerful for the hardware, and I couldn't play on the normal one, like the standard models. For some, even though it looks horrific in terms of the graphic quality compared to like the Wii version, if I recall. For what I've seen of the Wii version, I've only ever actually played it though on the Switch version. But that's because it's literally called the Definitive Edition, and they were right. Only problem is Xenoblade Chronicles, in my opinion, is a really